Bet. Locked and loaded. Locked and loaded. I want the night. I'm a straight rider. You don't wanna fuck with me. I'm gonna wait for more people to get in here. What up, Xander? I'm gonna wait for more people to get in here. Oh no, I'm done with school, man. I've been done with school since May. I got out of school. I got out of school early. I've been done with school, bro. It was a roller coaster though, especially with us being on. Yeah. Oh yeah. Thanks, bro. Yeah. Especially with us being on quarantine. We shifted to online instruction, so it made shit a lot harder. You finish school in February. That's good. But yeah, it made online instruction just made things a whole lot worse. Just made it worse. And so, hit a thumbs up. This and this live stream I'm doing this conversation. This one's needed. Like this conversation is definitely needed. And black people, y'all need to stop. Y'all need to stop dancing around the issue. Stop letting the white media speak for you and make solutions for you. Stop letting them make the policies for you, man. It's like we need to be making better demands than what we're making. Like we can't be making the same old stupid demands that we were making for past for the past few years. What up, King Wage? We got about 5 people in here. Four likes. We're gonna wait for more people to get in here. Uh, Hold on a second. Oh boy. What happened? What happened? Chris, what you do? Oh boy. I'm back. I'm back. So yeah, let's talk about this whole thing, man. Because of course I've been seeing this whole movement to defund the police, and you know the whole thing, the whole idea is to me it's kind of unrealistic because look, I partially agree that the police need to be defunded, but here's the thing: white police in the black community need to be defunded. Yeah, white police in the black community need to be defunded. There should only be black police in the black community. Because a lot of us tend to think and we paint black police officers with a broad brush, saying, "Well, most of them are bad, and and so and so killed so and so beat up so and so." Look, and yeah, this happened, but look, black police officers do not have a history of uh, lynching black people the way that white police have. Keep in mind, we all know the history of police. They started off as a slave patrol for capturing runaway slaves, capturing runaway slaves, or capturing rebellious slaves. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they were allowed to do whatever the hell they want to do, lynch them, rape them. You know what I mean? Bring them back to the plantation. So I'm like, look, we've been dealing with this shit for 500 years, right? Why are we still begging for acceptance and begging for uh, the police to get reformed? Look, do the police tactics need to change? Yes, they do. No more no knock warrants, no more chokeholds, no more none of that. and the punishment for police uh, killing people out of the blue without any justification, there should be harsh penalties for that. There should be uh, life, definitely life sentences and death penalty. And to be honest with you, I don't care what color you are. You know what I mean? Because you police, you supposed to be upholding the law. But bottom line is, I don't like how a lot of times whenever we talk about black police, black people want to jump the gun and say, "Well, black police shoot is wrong too." Oh my! And I'm like, dude, black police do not have the wicked history of abusing black people the way white police do. White police have been abusing black people for 500 years, bro. We don't even need to go back that far. We can just go back as far as the 60s. Um, White firefighters have a history of that shit too. And I'm like, dude, it's obvious that white police are not qualified to police black people. White teachers are not qualified to teach black people. We shouldn't even be sending our kids to their schools in the first place. And yeah, brother Danubin, they don't shoot whites for being white. They shoot them motherfuckers. They shoot those white motherfuckers because those white motherfuckers be out of line. And yet, black cops get punished for that. Black cops get punished for checking a white cop or, you know, pulling a white cop off of a black man or black woman. That's abusing the brother or sister. Like the sister up in Buffalo, she did she did an interview on CNN, and then she did another one on the Breakfast Club. The sister from Buffalo, she got fired 5 years ago for pulling a white cop off of her brother, and the white cop was had him in a chokehold, I believe, and she pulled him off of him and ended up getting fired. They all you see the skinheads in blue, they all correlate with each other. They all work together and defend and cover up their dirty work. You know what I'm saying? And anytime a black person or even other white cops, you know, call out the racism of all these police departments, they end up getting punished. A lot of times, black cops get killed for being righteous. You know what I'm saying? That's something that the media hardly talks about. Hello, hello, somebody. So yeah, and I've been seeing, and I've been the reason why I'm saying this is because a good brother of mine that I follow, his name is Pharaoh, said that he's been pushing this for a while now. He's been pushing for black people to demand for white police to get out of our neighborhoods and let it, and so we can police ourselves, and for black people to get on the police department. You know what I mean? So we can patrol our communities. And I've been watching all his videos and live streams about it, and he's been going at, and he's had to block a lot of people who've been like bickering and fighting with him and telling him, well, black police treat black people bad. The black police abuse black people too, and I've been abused by a black cop, and the elder is like, yo, come on, man. It's like, and he was saying, what we call it? Well, I understand that when it comes to a black cop getting into an encounter with a black person, I know that sometimes black people, you will give a lot of times you would give a black police officer a harder time than the white man. So he basically saying, it's really you. You know, you all don't. You all are quicker to attack another brother or sister than you are to attack a white person. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm getting really agitated with the whole dancing around the issue, and police need proper training and so on and so forth. Uh, the NFAC is doing the armed formation several cities on July 4th. I intend to drive around until I find them. Yeah, me too. I definitely want to get hooked up with those brothers, and even for them, a lot of them need to get on the police department too. Honestly, in fact, they should be the main ones demanding white police get out of our neighborhoods. Them being a black, them being a militia, a black militant group. Y'all know I'm all into that. I'm all for a black. Uh, I'm all for a black national group like NFAC. The Huey P. Newton Gun Club, the New Black Panthers, all of them. But um, and I still think that we need groups like the NFAC and the New Black Panthers to also patrol the black communities to make sure that when we do um, when we do get black police, that these black militias, they make sure that the black police do their job right. And if there's a black police that gets out of line, those brothers and sisters who are members of those black militia groups can check them. You know what I mean? And what I'm saying, like, bring them to justice and do what they got to do. You know what I mean? We still gotta defend ourselves, even against our own people. We gotta defend ourselves. You know what I'm saying? So if a black cop gets out of line and wants to buck dance and abuse his own people, well, we gotta do what we gotta do. We gotta off them too. Hate to say it. Yeah, if the black police have the mind of the enemy, they need to get the fuck out too. Yeah, I definitely agree. I'm definitely down with that. But yeah, there's no reason why black people ain't getting on police department. Like, if we really want change, we have to be the change. If we really, I mean, the whole thing with equality, man, there ain't gonna be no equality, man. We need to stop begging white people for us to be seen and for us to be heard, and stop begging for white validation. That's the problem. Too many of us black people will want to be white. Honestly, a lot of us do not like being black. A lot of us like being want to be white. You know, and with as far as having black police, well, I'm gonna be honest with you. Police are supposed to protect and serve, but at the same time, they're not supposed to be nice and soft. I still want rough ones. I still want headbusters, because you have some black people who are, because like I said before, you have some black people who will go out their way to attack a black politician. Not to say that the Kumbule caucus ain't uh, full of buck dancers. We're so quick to attack celebrities or politicians and so on and so forth. But I hardly hear any of these. I hardly hear any of these Negroes calling out white politicians. You know, but with this whole racism and this going on, it's just clear proof that white people are just not qualified to govern and police us. I mean, they have a sick obsession with us. We've been saying this for the past couple of years. They have a sick inherent bias and hatred towards us. It's like they don't have it's a mental illness that they refuse to fix, that they refuse to call out. You know, it's just they don't have the mental capabilities. They don't have the mental. They're not psychologically equipped to govern or police us, and shown time and time again that they're not. And the ones who are good or who claim they're good, they're not doing enough to. They're not calling out their relatives who are racist. They ain't calling out their friends, their bosses, their coworkers, their supervisors. Nothing. They're not calling. They're not going to these mayors' offices to calling them out. They're not calling out any of these judges for sending so many brothers and sisters to prison. You know what I mean? Many of them are not getting black people's cases expunged for weed and guns and shit. There is a group in Chicago that's doing that, but that's but then again there's a whole lot there's a lot of black people in Chicago, especially in Chicago, who are helping black people get their cases expunged for like guns and drugs. But going back to what I'm saying, yeah, we need to stop making these half-ass demands. One thing I did not like about these protests is that there was way too many Edomites out there. Way too many. There were way too many Edomites out there for my liking and for me to trust. You know, but black people just y'all are fucked up, man. We just automatically assumed and accepted all those white folks who were out there protesting with us, acting like they were all out there on our behalf, and boy, were we wrong. And Black Lives Matter, they're the enemy too. I'm putting it out there. I am down for the hashtag. I am down with the phrase, but I am not down with the organization because Black Lives Matter only shows up whenever a black person gets killed by these race soldiers or by a random Neanderthal, as my man Phil will put it. And shout out to Rob Perkins. He pointed that out too. That they only want to show up when a black person gets killed by a random white person or a white cop. You know, but I don't. They're not. You know, they're not leading any boycotts. They're not. And their main narrative, their main movement is for the LGBTQ. And I'm like, oh my god. I mean, we already know this already. They're already funded by George Soros. Their main principle and their main goals are to help black LGBTQ. Well, from what I'm seeing, it's not just black LGBTQ that they're catering to. They're catering to LGBTQ of all races. And it's like, I ain't messing with that. I ain't messing with those weirdo motherfuckers, man. All they're doing is there's their opportunity. Them and the Sean Kings of the world and Black Lives Matter, they're opportunists, man. They don't care about black people, especially not Sean King. He's just another Rachel Dolezal. He's just another white person who hates being white. Just another one who has a sick obsession with black people, playing on our emotions, only only talking black whenever something happens to us. Just another opportunist. He's just another inbred that hates being white. Same with Rachel Dolezal. Yeah, he probably is Brother Danubian. Yeah, King Wage. None of that people of color crap. None of that minority crap. Because so-called people of color minorities never went through the severe atrocities that we black people have gone through here in America and around the world. Nobody else has gone through the harsh oppression that our people have went through. Yeah, Native Americans got their land stolen. They got a lot of them got killed by diseases and slaughtered, but a lot of the Native Americans were black anyway. So that whole argument gets shredded as well. But they still need their land back, though. Don't get me wrong. You know, America, we built this fucking country, and it's like, and Phil has been saying this, have been also saying this shit too. Yeah, that's why he won't grow his hair. He got people. Yeah, that motherfucker. you're damn near a bald head bumbleclot, motherfucker. You trying to prance around like you're black, but you ain't even growing out. You're not even growing out your hair. I bet you if he grew out his hair right now, he would look like a typical white boy. Fuck out of here. So he basically cut his hair short to make it look like, oh, this is what black men's hair looks like. That's basically the narrative he's pushing. Yeah, they don't even have running water. You got these devils fracking in North and South Dakota, and right around those reservations on North and South Dakota. Just poisoning those people's land, man. Shit. And the Native American tribes, that they don't like it if you call them Native Americans or indigenous or aborigines or nothing. You know what I'm saying? And I know some black people like to say, well, we're indigenous to America. Well, here's the thing. If we're indigenous to America, well, here's the thing. If you call yourself a Native American, how come you're not aware of any of the how come you're not aware of the Native American prophecies? Don't you know that one of the biggest prophecies of Native American is that when, well, I'm putting this in my own words. When Judgment Day comes, only 5 states in America will be remaining. Only 5 states. The rest of America will go underwater, will be destroyed and go underwater or be burned, and only 5 states will be remaining. I think they're all in the Midwest. I think Kansas is one of them, Nebraska, North and South Dakota, and I think Oklahoma. I might be wrong. I might be wrong. But yeah, going back to what I'm saying, I mean, the fucking so-called Jews, you can see them up in New York. They have their own police. They have their own community patrol. The fucking Arab, they got their own community patrol, their own police. So what's stopping us from getting our own police? You know what I mean? Yeah, it's gonna burn this time around. California's burning already. California's gonna be the first state to burn. The amount of discrimination that they've inflicted on black people in California, all the gentrification, allowing all these illegal, all the police lynchings, and I'm saying with that, I'm putting emphasis on that. All the police lynchings and shit, and allowing all these illegals into California, all these Hispanics running black people out of their neighborhoods in South Central LA, killing black people, firebombing black people's houses, the green lighting with the Mexican mafia and shit. Yeah, California is horrible, and Hollywood, and then not to mention Hollywood with their LGBTQ bullshit, pushing that on black people, and some of these black celebrities took the bait, and Hollywood trying to whitewash our history, depicting the Egyptians as white, the Hebrews as white, the gods of Egypt as white. Get the fuck out of here. I know you live in East Palo Alto, right? Yeah, Northern California is racist as hell too. Northern California is definitely racist. I know black people in Northern California. I feel for black people in Northern California. Y'all are going through heavy gentrification. Like they are really uh, displacing black people left and right in Northern Cali. They're definitely just pushing black people out of their neighborhoods. And um, that's another thing that we definitely need to stop is gentrification, because that's one of the biggest tactics of white supremacy. And it's like how can we honestly have any sympathy for these white protesters out there? Most of them, not all of them, I guess. If I know that the vast majority of them are not going to fight against gentrification with us, and I don't expect them to, and I don't care What they do anyway. I only care about what we do. At the end of the day, yeah. But yeah, black people in Northern Cali, y'all are going through a whole lot of. I know get y'all be getting harassed and beaten and killed by race soldiers all the time. Like the police up in Northern Cali are just they're fucking corrupt and dirty as hell. Them, the LAPD, the San Diego, San Francisco, like literally, they literally whitewashed black San Francisco. Like there's literally almost no black neighborhood in San Fran today. Like I've been studying gentrification thoroughly the past year now. Like I've been watching. Like I usually read articles about all the different ghettos of America, and I was reading an article about San Fran, and it was basically saying that yeah, like San Francisco black community is almost non-existent. Basically, that's basically based on the article. The website that I usually go on is called the Real Streets. It's a good website. Trump is really good. What are you doing? Go back upstairs. You about to make your way away from there. Yeah, I feel you. But yeah, black people in California are going through a lot of are going through have been going through racism for the longest. California is racist from us motherfucker. It's just as bad as which one call it. It's just as bad as a lot of states in the South. I'm here in Virginia. We all know the history of Virginia, but at least here in Virginia, the racism here in Virginia is in your face. Now, I mean, I live in Northern Virginia, and I live like 30 minutes from DC. And DC, we already know is a black city. It's liberal too, very liberal. But so racism here in Northern Virginia is a little bit more uh liberal and covert, but there are a lot of blatant racists out here. Like I saw a story about I think Willie D did a video on it or Phil, one of the two, saying that there were KKK pamphlets being posted on like being pinned like power lines and shit. I hope Trump stays in because Jim Crow Joe would definitely acquiesce in this scandemic. Yeah, yeah, I feel you. But Trump, he's done. He honestly, Trump is done too. But neither one. I honestly think this is finna be the worst election in the history of America. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like this is finna be the worst election in the history of America. You know. But yeah, y'all in the Bay Area, y'all definitely all y'all black people in the Bay Area and in SoCal, you guys definitely need to demand your own police. Demand to get white police out of your neighborhoods. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we sitting up here marching with all these white folks at these protests. None of them, I guarantee you, 98% of them are not going to want um white police to get out of our neighborhoods. They're going to say, well, the police just they just need better training, and we just need to defund the whole police altogether. And then again, in the whole process, getting you're getting all the black police fired too. A lot of them lost their jobs because of this whole defunding shit. So I partially agree with the defunding process, but I don't fully agree because a lot of black police officers are going to lose their jobs. and we don't know for sure if they're. I mean, we don't know for sure if they're good cops or not, but we can tell due to the history of terrorism and brutality at the hands of white police that we can assume that pretty much all them white cops in Minneapolis PD are some race soldiers, and that goes for Oakland PD, NYPD, Virginia Beach PD, Beatmore PD, Philly PD, LA PD, you know the rest. LA County Sheriff, yeah. But yeah, and this can be done, man. We can do this like right now. Why we got them on their heels? Definitely our reparations. Definitely need that. I feel like we wasted our time on Juneteenth because that was the perfect time. Hell, Juneteenth is a holiday that tells me that these white motherfuckers owe us. So the fact that we wasted our time eating dead flesh, and I mean, ain't nothing wrong going to festivals, but like just celebrating eating dead flesh and not really, you know, we didn't go down to DC. I was trying to get hooked up with some brothers and sisters in the DMV to go march down in Washington to go demand reparations, but I didn't get any. Uh, I couldn't get in contact with nobody. Plus, I don't have a ride either. I'm not driving yet, so that's another issue. I just started learning how to drive last year. I haven't been practicing lately, but yeah, black community in Bay Area is being literally being pushed out of California. They really don't. They're making it clear that they don't want black people in California. They don't want black people in this country. Period. But then again, that's a catch-22 because if we all had a mass exodus from this from this evil land, this whole country would go broke, man. White people in this country would crumble. Excuse me, shit. White people would literally crumble and fall to their knees and be begging us to come back to this country. If we all went to our line right now, the motherland, make them go broke. The problem is with Africa though, is that Africa is still under European and American financial structure, and they're still being raped and pillaged by whites and Asians and the Arabs and Turks and Persians that are in North Africa. So until Black Africans control all of Africa, uh, for me at least, Africa is a no go. I still think we need scouts uh, traveling back and forth from Africa to let us know. Basically, news reporters, like Phil, letting us know what's going on over there. We definitely need to stay in touch with brothers and sisters in Africa. Let us know what's going on over there. Uh, but the thing is, as long as companies like Starbucks and Victoria's Secret, De Beers, Shell and Exxon, and the Chinese and the British and the French, as long as all of them continue raping and pillaging Africa, as long as white bitches are going to Kenya and fetishizing black men in Kenya and making them it, making them into sex slaves, making them do housework, making them cook and clean, and it's mainly Maasai warriors and Samburu warriors and Rastas, so called. you know, because not every black man with dreadlocks is a Rasta. Don't get twisted. You know, you gotta follow the three principles of that. Uh, Emperor Haile Selassie, King of Kings, Lord of Lords, marijuana for the healing of the nation, and repatriation is a must. But And going back to what I'm saying, yeah, we need to get white police out of our neighborhoods, y'all. Yeah, Africa is waking up, but it's got to be continent wide. Brothers and sisters in South Africa still they need to get their land back. Malima, I'm not really feeling, bro, and the reason why is because I mean the EFF, they wear red, and red is a communist color, and uh, he's shown time and time again that he loves the Russians. I'm like, dude, Russians don't give a fuck about us. Russians don't like your ass. They're colonizers too. So he's basically in debt with the Russians. I'm like, come on, man. Now that other brother, the other brother from the BLF, that's my man right there. And Delay, that nigga right there, that nigga is really about liberating South Africa. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna check out the minister on that. And that's another thing. We need to stop criticizing the minister too. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Minister Louis Farrakhan is the number one leader in Black America, and I say that with authority too. I say that with authority. I do agree with Malima on a lot of things he says, but he lost me when he started saying that we love the Russians too. Like it's no wonder why he has all that red on. And shout out to Pharaoh said that again. He pointed that out. So y'all need to make sure you go follow him as well. And that brother, he goes against the grain of what a lot of us be on here saying too. So keep in mind of that. Be prepared. But yeah. So this whole situation with the police. Well, let's talk about DC. So DC is a black city. Unfortunately, is going through a lot of gentrification too, and black people being pushed out of the hoods by white folks, especially in Northwest DC and Northeast, and some parts of and Southwest is completely gentrified. Pretty much, Northwest is completely gentrified as well. Northeast, a lot of Northeast, and DC is not the chocolate city that we all know and love. You know what I'm saying? And gentrification is going on nationwide, but I'm just using DC as a example. As black as DC is, there should only be black police in every black neighborhood in DC. All over Southeast, the police should be black. All over Northeast, the police should be black. And all the black neighborhoods in Southwest and Northwest, they should all be black. You know. Hold on, I need to go back on. I need to go back up. We can't rely on other people to save us or police us. We have no friends out here. You know, no more, no more Asians and Koreans in our community either. No more Arabs and Indians in our community either. You know, I get tired of seeing videos of black women uh, continuously going to these fucking uh, Korean nail salons and Chinese restaurants, and you know what I'm saying, Chinese nail salons, hair shops, and so on and so forth, and get their asses whooped. Black men standing out there protesting on their behalf, shutting down those stores on those sisters' behalf, and then sisters still going in there, just completely denouncing and disrespecting the brothers that be standing up for them, and the sisters that get beaten in those stores. And I'm like, what's the point of even defending you if you're gonna? What's the point of you defending you if you continuously go to these people when they have a history of exploiting you the same way the white man does? You know what I'm saying? White people gave all these other groups of people loans when they immigrated to this country. When we are the ones who made it possible for them to immigrate to this country, they set up shop in our neighborhood, got all these loans to set up shop in our neighborhoods. But we can't get a loan for crap. They want to deny us loan because of our hair, because of our skin. You know what I mean? Yeah, we can't rely on white people to govern us no more. Like whenever a black person is taking a trial, we should have a black judge and an all black jury. You know, we need to build our own courthouses too, man. There's plenty of vacant lots and vacant buildings that we can use to build a courthouse. We can have our own juries, our own prosecutors, our own lawyers, attorneys, district attorneys, and judges. Like those, you know, because we can't like we can get upset with white judges that uh, send our people to prison, especially black men to prison. We already know what those reasons are for, and yet we are so quick to criticize our own politicians. You know what I mean? And that's a conversation for another day. To be honest, I'm not gonna get into that. That'll probably be my next live stream, but I'm not even gonna get into that right now. But bottom line is, we need to govern ourselves. We need to police ourselves. You know what I'm saying? NYPD. I'm just gonna go down and all the police departments. NYPD. Y'all are, we already know how corrupt they are. They got way too many race soldiers. They literally spat in the Garner's family case. When was that? Like a year ago? Just they allow that devil to get off. He still has a job, and he's still probably still patrolling the black community, terrorizing black people, right there in Staten Island. And I know all the black neighborhoods in Staten Island too. By the way, Park Hill, Stapleton, and a couple other neighborhoods. Even though there ain't that many black people on Staten Island like that. No, that's where of course that's where Wu Tang is from. They're from Park Hill and Stapleton. Most of them are from Park Hill. Some are from Stapleton. But like, you know, New York, New York has a history of of racism towards black people. Heavily black celebrities abroad. I mean, this is not about black celebrities. I'm not really sure why you even brought that up, but that's not that even got nothing to do with the conversation. But okay. Anyway, um, yeah. So black people, especially in New York, y'all been dealing with these race soldiers enough. Y'all saw what happened to Khalif Browder. You saw what happened to the Central Park Five. You saw what happened to Yusuf Hawkins, even though it wasn't, even though it was a bunch of punk ass white Italian teens that killed him. You saw what happened to Michael Griffith. You saw what happened to Malcolm X. You know, you saw what happened to um, what's his face, Eric Garner, Sean Bell. I think Kimani Gray got killed there too. So how much longer are we going to allow white police to police our community? You'll name me like 10 black police officers that have murdered or beaten black people unjustly, harassed or arrested a black person unjustly, and I can name you thousands more white police that have done that. So who's really the problem when it comes to police? You know, keep it real. Let's not play games. Let's not dance around and play stupid. Mm, excuse me. Keep it real. Yeah, and this is not necessarily popular opinion. Some of y'all don't want to be bothered with police altogether, and my thing is, well, it won't hurt to go on the police department. Honestly, it won't. That should be the demand. There should not be any white. There should not be white police in the black community. And black people who disagree with that, we don't want you in the black community either. That's just how I feel about it. We ain't got time to argue with. We ain't got time to debate. This is not negotiable. This is not up for discussion or debate. We need. That's another thing we need to stop doing. Stop intellectualizing every conversation, every solution that we bring to the table. Stop intellectualizing it. Stop dragging it uh, for decades. That's the bottom line. We do not want white police in the black community. There should only be black police in the black communities. And I'm coming out with a t-shirt line. Uh, I'm probably gonna create it tomorrow. I created the website for it. I just haven't designed it for it. And one of my main shirts is gonna be saying "No more white 12s in the black hoods." That's gonna be one of my shirts. I'm coming out with a shirt. You know, Black Police Matter or Black Cops for Black Hoods, something like that. But yeah, here in Virginia, we deal with our fair share of police uh, brutality. We got to deal with Virginia State Troopers, and to all the brothers and sisters who live in Virginia, you know exactly what I'm saying. Virginia State Troopers, they be lurking in the cut, they be lurking in the forest, just waiting for somebody to be speeding. And if you get caught speeding while black, oh, Yo, if you're black and you driving on I-95 north or south, do not get caught speeding, bro. Do not get caught speeding. Don't. Cause they are sneaky as hell. They are some assholes. Don't get. Do not. Uh, Virginia State Troopers do not mess around. What's up, Monique Hill? How you doing, sis? Long time no see. Long time no see to all y'all. I haven't seen y'all in a while. I've been kind of out of the popular part of the Black YouTube sector. I've been kind of like doing my own thing, learning how to think for myself. And the main brother I've really been watching is Pharaoh Said That. Y'all can follow him on Instagram too. I'm really gonna continue. I'm really gonna continue promoting his channel because like that brother, I think he's one of our best. He's one of our best leaders out here. Honestly, he's been conscious since 1979. He's been a vegan since 1979. He changed his slave name in 1982. He's a comedic roster, by the way. He's had his dreadlocks since 1979. So he's a triple X. So he's been out the system for a long time. And that brother will give you the real deal. That he was born and he's from Chicago too. Born in 1958. That brother, he's the real deal. You say you know where I've been? Eh, yeah, I haven't been off the radar. I've been on YouTube and Instagram. I just haven't been watching the content creators that I usually watch. I've really been watching Pharaoh Said That because like he gives a whole totally different perspective on the situation with black people. What's his channel called? It's called Pharaoh Said That. It's called Pharaoh Said That. Oh, oh, where have I been? Oh, like I said, I just been watching just watching other watching other content creators that people don't usually watch. Yeah. What was he arrogant about Brother Noodle? Like I said, his channel ain't for everybody. His channel is not for everybody. He gives it raw uncut. He will give y'all the real deal. And the brother, he's been through a lot too. Like he's been in the belly of the beast. He he's been in jail before. Uh, you know, but yeah, that's where I've been. Anyways, let me stop rambling about that. I've just been, yeah, yeah. And the reason for that is I just been tired of the same old, you know. I'm still hearing about more and more black YouTube bickering and fighting, and it's like, can we just cut it out with that shit? Like seriously, every time I turn around, there's always some scandal going on in black YouTube. There's always something going on in it. These YouTube streets are death row, man. We're always arguing about something because of something somebody else said that we didn't like. Oh, he went off about Dr. Wesley Muhammad. Yeah, I saw that stream. Yeah, I saw that stream. I think I was there. I mean, he ain't got nothing. He doesn't have anything against Wesley Muhammad, but he just doesn't like his stance on marijuana. Marijuana is a herb just like every other plant. It's not bad for you. It's good for you. You know what I mean? Um, but yeah, I just get sick and tired of the constant bickering and fighting uh, that a lot of us be doing on this internet. I need a break for that, and I thought that Pharaoh was a safe space to get away from all that, you know. And I like how he stays out of all that. He just ignores anybody that makes. Oh, that was over a year ago. Yeah, I was there because I started watching his channel a year ago. Yeah, but yeah, going back to what I'm saying, we need black police in black neighborhoods, man. Because uh, it's not it's not a what you call it. This is not the time to be continuously making the same demands over and over again. You know, it's not time to be making the same demands over and over again. Hold on a second. You said it's not gonna put smoke on the lungs. Hey, brother D. I mean, that's cool, man. But that's the way you feel, man. I'm not gonna argue that, man. That's the way you feel. It is what it is. I mean, bottom line is there ain't nothing wrong with smoking marijuana. I mean, but if that's the way you feel, man. I'm not gonna argue that, man. That's the way you feel. I'm not gonna argue that. You know, we got bigger things to argue about than argue about that. You know what I mean? Uh, but yeah, we don't need white police in the black community, and that's a city issue. It's a city issue. You don't need to just go demand to your what's his name? What's his name? I lost my track of thought. I feel you, brother, dude. Yeah, I do agree. It ain't really a time for us to be fucking around, whether it be getting high, which is nothing wrong with getting high. But right now, it's not. Right now, it's not the time to be doing that shit. I definitely agree with that shit. It's not time to get in drunk either. We spend too much time doing that shit as it is. You know, we're not even about business and shit. Yeah, Rayshard Brooks. Yeah, that. Oh my, dude, that situation pissed me off, man. And even when he was drunk, even though he shouldn't have been drunk in the first place, those damn race soldiers, there's some fucking devils, man. I'm glad that white police chief stepped down to get her ass out of there. That right now, they have an interim black police chief. He's a brother, and um, hopefully he gives. Hopefully he ain't corrupt like she was, like that white female police chief was, and because that's the last thing we need. Like Atlanta's a black city, man. There's no reason why there should be any white police patrolling uh, anywhere in Atlanta. They should have Atlanta PD should be all black. I mean, I know there probably are white neighborhoods in Atlanta, and if there are, um, there should be white police patrolling those neighborhoods in Atlanta. But Atlanta is a black city, so most of the neighborhoods in Atlanta are obviously black. So therefore, um, the police in each black neighborhood should be all black. Hello, hello, and same in DC, same in New York. It's sad that Harlem's getting gentrified. Bedside too, East New York, all those neighborhoods, man, all those neighborhoods. Um, I was down in I was down. I go to school in Virginia in the Hampton Roads area, 757, down in southeastern Virginia. That's where my lineage is. Well, not necessarily. My ancestors on my mother's side actually come from what call it, from Halifax County, Virginia, which is actually I think it's right next to the county where Nat Turner's from, which is Southampton County. My my family on my mom's side is from Halifax, and but they ended up moving to Hampton. And they ended up moving to Newport News, which was where my grandmother was born, and then they moved to Hampton, which is where my grandmother grew up. My mom was born in Germany, but she uh, grew up in Hampton. Lived there. She lived in Oklahoma too, but she grew up, but she spent most of her life in Hampton. So she's from Hampton because that's where her family's from. Her family is originally from Halifax County, but yeah, uh, the Hampton Roads area of Virginia is the largest metro area in Virginia. It's a lot of black people there. It's black as hell. uh, and let's talk Norfolk. The Norfolk is a black city, and every black neighborhood in Atlanta, I mean not Atlanta, Norfolk, the police should be all black. There's no reason why I should be seeing any race soldiers patrolling those neighborhoods, like your Park Places, your Tidewater Gardens, your uh, you know what I'm saying, your Huntersvilles. Same in Newport News, Hampton, and Portsmouth, and Virginia Beach. The police in every black neighborhood in Hampton Roads should be black. You know what I mean? Yeah, never were. Uh this country's never been great. Talking about some make America great again. Nick motherfucker, this country never been great. This country was built off of hatred, uh thievery. This country was built off of crime. This country was built off of gangsterism. This country was built off of uh violence and uh rape, pillaging and murder and stealing. So make what great again? No, we need to make Black America great again. We need to make Black America great again. Telling you, I'm coming out. I'm telling you, when I come out with my t-shirts, I'm shutting the whole game down. I'm shutting the whole game down. I'm shutting it down. When I come out with my t-shirts, I'm shutting the whole game down. You know. And brother Nubian, I know you live in Phoenix, and I know the police down there are just. I know that the police down there in Phoenix are full of race soldiers. So definitely watch your back out there. And here's another thing with the whole police situation. You know, one thing I get tired of black people doing is being bystanders whenever one of our own gets abused by white police or gets abused by a white person, and then you standing around recording. And that video that Phil posted of those NYPD pigs detaining that brother for no reason, and then that black one, and the sister stood up for the brother and ended up swinging at the police, ended up fighting them, throwing them hands. She was going in on them. She clocked a couple of them a couple times, if I remember from the video. And then the punk ass black males standing around were just standing around recording. You know, typical world star niggas. The sister just the sister had more heart and had more uh that sister had more heart and more fight in her than all those brothers standing around like some pussies. They didn't even go in there and they didn't even go in there and help her fight those race soldiers. That sister single handedly fought those race soldiers off of that brother that they were trying to arrest for social distancing. Yeah, they don't have that issue. They don't have that issue. They can't pull up one video of a white version of Eric Garner. They can't pull up one video of a version of a white George Floyd. I don't see any videos of a white version of Breonna Taylor or a white version of uh, Rodney King or a white version of James Byrd. Esau is finished, man. Their empire is finished. They got to answer to them. They got to answer to Mother Nature. Mother Nature is going to destroy them. Mother Nature is going to destroy them. They're not in tune with nature. You whitewash their history. You know, you just full of the devil. Just and then these Karens that they're going to be these Karens are going to be the first ones to catch it too. I'm telling you, these Karens are going to be the first ones to catch it. They're the main ones that be upholding white supremacy a lot of times. These Karens. Yeah, no, we ain't gotta be because they don't have to teach their children to. Well, they do teach their children. Don't don't lay down with those blacks and don't be around them, don't interact with them and shit. They teach their children to be racist. Like black parents don't teach their children to be hateful towards nobody. We don't do that shit. And they can call us racist if they want to. They don't. They ain't doing. They motherfuckers are they the most dishonest people on the planet. They can't name one institution that black people control of where we're able to discriminate and oppress anybody based on skin color. They can't name one. They can't name a single institution that we control, a single institution that we control, or where we can oppress anybody based on skin color. Shit, I wish we could, but we can't. You know, we can't be stopped, man. Don't let all this don't let the white media fool you and fear monger and think that they're gonna kill us all off because here's the thing, the reason why they keep showing the video of Mike Brown dead body and George Floyd dying and shit like that because they're really trying to scare us and they're really trying to like make us bow down and make us think, oh my God, we're all gonna die and get killed off. Man, they can't kill us off, man. We can't be stopped. Nobody can stop us. We're superior to everybody else on this planet. We're the original people, man. Black is dominant. All right. Don't let these motherfuckers trick you into thinking that they don't have that inferiority complex, man. Because they're the ones who really have the inferiority complex. That's why they've been be mistreating us. Because they are they hate themselves and they are, you know, they're pissed off that they have no history to be proud of. So yeah, they want to go out their way to go steal our history. They want to make Jesus white. They now trying to make Mansa Musa white. They did that shit a couple years ago or last year or something. You know, they're trying to make they try to make the Egyptians white or Arab. They try to make the Hebrews white. What's up, Penny Sparks? You know, so on and so forth. We need to teach our children who the devil really is, though. That that way they'll be expecting something from them. Yeah, definitely need to do that. Definitely. Whole communities are short. Yeah. And I saw another video that Phil posted, and this was also a year ago. See, I just been catching up on a lot of his videos because I haven't been watching them. Well, I've been watching them lately now, but I haven't been watching them in a while. He posted a video of it was a historical video of I think it was 9 cases where thousands of acres were stolen from black families through violence and through just racist ass laws and shit. Like that video, that video was powerful. Those inbreds stole thousands of acres of land from black families. A lot of those cases were in Kentucky. There was one incident like that happened in Missouri. There were a couple that happened in Andre. I have to disagree with you. They killed all the Tasmanian and whitewashed most of the indigenous Australians. Yeah, and those are all black people too. Those are all black people too. Just completely murdered, just completely slaughtered the whole uh population of black people in Australia. And not only that, they're using interracial mixing to whitewash the Aboriginal population in Australia too. So I didn't take any of those white protesters in Australia seriously because, like, you motherfuckers are one of the worst. You motherfuckers are descendants of the British who've been slaughtering and oppressing indigenous, black people all over the planet. Yeah, they whitewashed most of the indigenous Australians. A lot of them now are like half white, from what I can tell. Very you hardly see the Aborigines of Australians like like you used to be able to. Same in Hawaii, they completely whitewashed the Hawaiian population. Like Hawaii was a black civilization originally. There's still black Hawaiians there, but they mainly stick to themselves and stay secluded from everybody else. So now Hawaii's occupied and by fucking white Portuguese and Japanese and Polynesians. you know, yeah, they do look weird looking mixed. Some of them is mixed with all four, from what I hear. Yeah, them motherfuckers is not human, man. The ones that claim that they're good, I guess, yeah, there are some good ones, but they ain't doing nothing to they ain't really do nothing really to get rid of racism, man. They ain't doing nothing. So I don't want to hear the whole, well, not all of us are racist, not all of us are bad. Yeah, but you ain't. A lot of y'all who claim that you're not bad, you're not really doing nothing to get rid of this global system of white supremacy. You ain't getting that shit. You ain't even get rid of that shit. Ain't nothing supreme about you motherfuckers. We're superior. We're pushing black supremacy, motherfucker. Black supremacy is the reality. White supremacy is just a religion that y'all use. Uh, it's just a systematic, institutionalized racism that y'all use to oppress and disenfranchise us. Ain't nothing supreme about them. They just have what you call it. They just have a sick. They have a natural jealousy of us, guys. That's bottom line. Right? So possibly happen to adults, and the push for interracial mating is causing the whitewashing. They ain't gonna whitewash our population, man. They're not gonna. They're not gonna whitewash our population here. It ain't gonna happen because there's too many. Like, come on. I mean, most of us live in black neighborhoods anyway. Most of us are like majority of black men are in relationship are married to black women. Majority of black women are married to black men. Yeah, you're gonna have some who are gonna swirl. They're gonna meet their judgment. Don't worry. But bottom line is, I mean, at the end of the day, we gonna rise, man. We gonna get liberated, but we still have a while to go before that would even happen. Because yeah, Allah is definitely gonna definitely destroy America in 12 hours. You're not gonna keep fracking. You're not gonna keep poisoning the water. You're not gonna keep killing off the Most High's animals. And that's something that brothers and sisters in Africa definitely need to make sure that they don't allow. Stop allowing these white people and these Asians to run into your country and kill your lions, kill your giraffes, kill your gorillas, your chimpanzees, your hippos, your crocodiles, your buffalo, your rhinos, like your elephants. Like a lot of those animals are damn near extinct. You know what I'm saying? Like If y'all study, you would know that the first form of slavery was speciesism on animals. But yeah, don't let anybody else tell y'all that. Don't let them tell your children that. Well, we're going through the same thing you're going through. No, you're not. No, you're not. Your plight is nothing compared to uh, the hell that we're living right now. Your plight is nothing. Don't let nobody tell you about what about the Holocaust, the Jewish Holocaust. Oh my! Don't listen, motherfucker. Here's the thing: the Jewish Holocaust, first and foremost, was only 10 years long. Second of all, those same so-called Jews stole our identity. By the way, oh wait, let me take that back. Yeah, stole our identity. Those so-called Jews, and that shit was only 10 years long. Okay, Hitler killed 6 million Jews, but King Leopold killed 15 million black people. Under question did not most sure at all except them. Yeah, but going back to what I'm saying, yeah, yeah, like I said, Xander, King Leopold killed 15 million Africans in the Congo, just literally terrorized and enslaved them, colonized the Congo, murdered 15 million of them, cut off their limbs. Just he's like the worst colonizer of them all. Him and all of them, Christopher Columbus, all of them. And it's just it doesn't surprise me, and it's just sickening how all those white people are literally protecting all those Christopher Columbus statues. I saw a video of that in Philly of a white news reporter getting beaten and his bike got destroyed all because he was reporting what these savages were doing, protecting a fucking statue of a fucking rapist and a colonizer who literally wiped wiped out millions of natives in the Caribbean. And they shouldn't like they need to get rid of that out of the curriculum immediately. They need to get that out of the curriculum. That's another thing, black people. We need our own we need to get we need to get the white teachers out of we need to get white teachers out of the schools in our in the schools in our community. Like the schools in our community are underfunded, and it's because of these white motherfuckers. First and foremost, we need to get them white administrators out of our schools, get them white teachers out of our schools, and take control of those schools. Real talk. Umar is taking 10,000 years to build one school. We can't wait on him. We need to get the curriculum at our schools that we're already paying property taxes for. We need to get those. We need to get the curriculum of those schools changed to an African centered curriculum. You feel me? Yeah, Xander, the most island of Elijah Muhammad said since they've been here, they've killed 600 million of us. Yeah, 600 million of us. Yeah, they're nothing but pussies, man. Man, them motherfuckers can't listen. Them motherfuckers cannot beat the Crips. They can't beat the Bloods. They can't beat the GDs, the BDs, the Vice Lords, the Blackstones, the Cobras. None of them. They can't beat none of our gangs. Look, I ain't got no issue with the gangs. The only issue I have with the gangs is that they just need to point those guns. They're pointing those guns at the wrong people. You point them guns at them police. Hey, yo, y'all are the warriors, man. I'm not trying to be contrary. I just have no hope for adults. Many of us are too assimilated. Well, here's the thing, Penny Sparks. Those of us who are assimilated, it's gonna take for another tragedy like what happened to George Floyd or Rashard Brooks. That's what it's gonna take for us to no longer be assimilated. That's what it's gonna take for us to no longer like white people like that anymore. That's what it's gonna take for us to wake up. Yeah, they're killing wildlife and plant life. They have no regard for. Look, they're anti-nature. They're pushing meat on us. Like our people are literally living in food deserts all over. A lot of us are still eating a slave diet, especially with all these wicked holidays that a lot of us celebrate. You know, yeah, Xander, man, Q Butter. That's why I fuck with Q Butter. Q Butter's, he ain't all he ain't. That brother's about it. That really is really about that life, man. I really love Q Butter. I love what he's doing, and what Q Butter is doing is pretty much the same thing I want to do. He got himself a STEM school, and that's what I really want to do. I'll be going to restaurants and seeing niggas with lice heads smiling and having dinner with Karens. Boy, I tell you, I can't stand it. It drives me crazy. And I know a lot of them are doing it because they may have been rejected by a couple of black women in their life, or they've been told that they're dark skin, or them being light skin, them being dark skin is ugly. But I don't make any excuses for swirling. Period. Yeah, the Nation of Islam has a lot of good schools, man. A lot of good schools. I don't know why we don't talk about them. I don't know why. I've seen videos about Nation of Islam schools. Seniors graduating at 15, 16. Yo, I don't know why we don't talk about them, man. I'll never go against the Nation of Islam. That's another thing I'm tired of seeing and hearing. I'm tired of black people disrespecting the Nation of Islam. Stop it. Stop it. They're one of the only people who really putting in work for the community anyway. I'll give a lot of the black Christians credit, not the pork chop preachers. I'm not talking about them. But there are some good preachers who are putting in work for our people. But even though there's a lot of no, I'm on my laptop. This is actually the first time I'm doing a live stream on my laptop. I was gonna do this live stream a couple days ago, but I to do I just decided to do it today. I've been too into what other people have been saying, and I just felt tonight was a good night to really voice my concerns and opinion of what's going on right now. But yeah, I'm using my laptop. This is actually a new laptop I got because I'm not good at taking care of mine. Honestly, I want to create my own laptop. Like, I think it's time for black people to really start putting our money together. Like Pharaoh said, and he's got his RBWG going on. He's got his $100 million fundraiser going on for black people to start major corporations and start manufacturing our own shit, manufacture our own cars, manufacture our own TV, our own phones, and so on and so forth. Yeah, I need to go ahead and do that right now. Now that you mentioned that, let me add you as a mod. You're the moderator. Hold on. Thank you for mentioning that, brother D. Definitely appreciate it because I. Yeah, that is one thing I don't like about the NOI. Another thing I heard is that they don't that they've thrown they've thrown certain black people out for from what I heard that they've thrown certain black people out of the organization for having afros. From what I hear, I'll have to look more into that. But anyway, hold on. Let me make sure I make everybody in here moderator. Okay, all three of y'all are moderators now. Who else? Make King Wage moderator too. All right. Xander, did I make you moderator? Yeah. Come the hell on. Make my net be a moderator. Who else? Shannon Cat, she was here earlier. I'll make her a moderator anyway. All over the place. Yeah, that's totally off subject. Moderator. Who else? All right. All y'all are moderators now. All y'all got a wrench. Hey Penny, I know you in the DMV, so we definitely need to link up. By the way, definitely need to link up. Shit, we can go to DC right now and demand reparations. They're gonna give it to us, man. They're gonna give it to us. They owe us for all the atrocities they've caused us. Yeah, no problem, Penny. But yeah, I ain't got no issue with the Nation of Islam, man. I've always loved the Nation of Islam, even when I started watching like black movies, black classic black movies. That's how I really got exposed to the Nation of Islam. Or when I studied Malcolm X more, listening to old school hip hop more, watching the movie Ali with what's his name? Um, yeah, Will Smith. Will Smith. I mean, we still need to grow out our natural hair, bro. That's just my bottom line. I think that the Nation of Islam should definitely value black people growing out their natural hair more because natural hair is definitely uh, you can still protect it if you're in war. I mean, honestly, the military. Hold on a second. Still, I mean, then ain't gonna be. Oh boy. But yeah, we definitely need to embrace our natural hair, man. Because these devils that whitewash us to hate our natural features, especially our hair and shit. Especially when in the middle of a war, you definitely need to show a show for what you mean business. You definitely need to show that you are terrible and dreadful. You know what I mean? And that's where the term dreadlocks actually comes from. It comes from these two Ethiopian soldiers who refused to cut their hair until Emperor Haile Selassie uh, came back to Ethiopia out of exile. You know, because we're lions. You know, uh, our natural hair is our mane. Our natural hair is our mane. We as black men growing our dreadlocks, man. We lions, man. We're men. We're little bitches. Your hair is your antenna. It's your crown. It's a sign of royalty and even and for the sisters too. For the sisters too. Your natural hair is your crown. We're royal, man. So we definitely need to embrace our natural hair, especially during a war like this. Whether it's psychological, physical, or spiritual, whatever. You can't let these devils continue programming us to hate our natural hair. And then when they get dreads or cornrows, they want to say, "Oh, it's exotic. It's nice. It's beautiful." You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck all that. I don't care what hairstyle you have. It could be dreadlocks, it could be cornrows. Dreadlocks are not really a hairstyle, to be honest, because you can't twist them. You just wash them. You just wash the hair, shake it like I did mine. Well, you can't really see what because it's dark, and let it go. It's free form. That's how the that's how this. Look at how just look at how the rosters go there. It's natural. No no maintenance. But yeah. And another thing, as far as our hair is concerned, we can't be teaching our kids to hate their natural hair and cutting their hair or getting weave and shit. Nah, later for that shit. Later for that shit. We can't let them. We can't program our people to have that type of self hatred for themselves. Oh shoot, this is an update in the. There's an update in the whatchamacallit, the Robert Fuller case. I wonder how that turned out. My battery's running off. Let me turn my volume. Bad. Let me turn my laptop real quick. Um, I haven't done a live stream in a year. And that's because YouTube came out with that stupid policy that, oh, well, you have to have 1,000 subscribers to do live streams. I'm so glad they got rid of that. That's stupid. What type of dumb policy is that? You have to have 1,000 subscribers to do a live stream. Like, fucking screw tube. But yeah, when our people go beg these white motherfuckers for a job and they discriminate against us because of our, not just because of our skin, but because of our hair too, sue their ass, man. Force these motherfuckers' hands. Make them motherfuckers respect you. Well, I don't beg them and shit, but bottom line is we don't need to be begging them for no jobs anyway. We need to be creating our own jobs and shit. Job creation. You know what I mean? No more begging Edomites for jobs and shit. That way we can have our own policy. We'll you got your Naki drag. Come on in, brother. Come on in, sister. You got your afro. Come on in. You got your cornrows, whatever. Come on in, man. Got your curls. You got the high top fade. Whatever. Yeah. I'm about to do another stream about police situation and getting white police out of our neighborhoods because I feel it's time for black people to stop making these half-ass demands. Like y'all been saying in the chat room, a lot of us are pessimists. A lot of not pessimists. A lot of us are too worried about white validation, too assimilated. A lot of us don't like our natural hair, and that's one of the biggest issues in our community. Like this new conscious community, they don't value natural hair like that. Like back in the days, we used to value natural hair. Like you couldn't be talking a whole lot of shit, and you a bald head, bummified, or you got a slave name and shit, or you eating dead flesh. But now people can talk all kinds of shit and not have any self improvement. That's something I've been working on for the past year. Wait a second. Chat. So yeah, we need to demand and get white police out of our neighborhoods, man. As long as we continue relying on uh as long as we keep relying on white people to police us, there's gonna be more George Floyds. There's gonna be more Robert. There's gonna be more Robert Fullers too. There's gonna be more. I forgot the brother's name who lived in Victorville, which is like what, like 50 minutes from or 50 miles from Palmdale, California. Which It's safe to say that those little cities in California, those are sundown towns. And from what I heard, those cities are racist as hell. Like they got a lot of white terrorist hate groups there. So those towns in California where those brothers got lynched, those are sundown towns. And there was another brother who got lynched in New York. There was another one who got lynched in Houston. I saw a story yesterday. I watched the video. I don't even know why I even bothered watching it. Of a brother who got killed in San Leandro. He got tased and then he got shot to death. And it's like more proof that white police are not qualified to police black people. You're an occupying force. It's like it's like the uh, it's like the American Revolution all over again, but just black people are the Americans and white police are the British. You're an occupying force. You know, like I saw a video of a white dude in right here in Virginia, in Pennsylvania County. He killed three people. Killed three people, and then this motherfucker ran around this little neighborhood butt naked. There was this old ass white cop chasing him around, or he was chasing, and then the white cop chased him, and then this nigga, and then the dude ran up to this other white dude, grabbed him from behind by his neck, tried to choke him and shit. Police still, and that cop still didn't draw his gun and fire at him. Didn't fire a single shot. Then a whole bunch of police came and they still arrested him peacefully. They didn't shoot him, didn't beat him up, didn't do nothing. They didn't kill him. If he was black doing all that, they would have killed him before he even got to that point. If he was black. I mean, like, so don't pay no attention to these devils when they tell y'all, well, you're being racist. Look at the blatant double standards y'all commit, man. And y'all get away with that shit. And y'all complain about us being violent. Motherfucker, yeah, we violent because we picked up a lot of these tendencies from you, from living under your wicked Babylon system. You wouldn't get mad at us for hating you. Well, you keep perpetuating your hate on us. So what do you expect? Fuck you. I hate motherfuckers that hate me. And that goes for you other non-blacks too. Because of you, a lot of us don't like our natural hair. You deny us employment because of our hair. You deny us loans because of our hair. Some of y'all want to deny us services because of our hair, because of us being black, because of our facial hair, our beards, our mustaches. Y'all got all the bad, nasty ass fast food restaurants in our neighborhoods, but yet you got all the vegan restaurants in your neighborhoods. But I go to North Philly. I was there a couple weeks ago. I didn't see a single health food store. I didn't see a single black owned vegan restaurant. None. All McDonald's, Burger King. It's just, again, we're living in the food desert. That's something I'm definitely gonna be fighting against. Oh, time to go plant based, man. It's time to go plant based. Oh, you back? Well, I'm about to get off of here. I'm about to end this stream in a little bit. It's getting late. I don't want to keep y'all up too long. Y'all ain't gotta stay here. You know what I'm saying? The bottom line is, black people, y'all need white. We all need get white police out of our neighborhoods. We've been trying to get rid of the racism in these police departments for years upon years upon years upon years upon years upon years upon years, and these motherfuckers ain't changed. The situation hasn't gotten any better. Some of us still haven't grasped that they don't give a fuck about us, and neither do other groups really. They're just here to get a bag. They're here profiting off of your pain and your suffering, just like white people are exploiting y'all. And some of us still continue spending our money with them, still giving them our money, letting them abuse us and rape us. And y'all want to go late, and some of y'all have the audacity to argue and fight with me, argue with people like Brother the Nubian, or Penny Sparks, or Xander, or King Wage, or Pharaoh said that, or all of us. Some of y'all have the nerve to go fight with your fellow brother or sister, and y'all can take all that energy and venom towards those white devils. Yeah, you can't train racism out of someone's nature. Only they can look. Only they can get rid of that shit. Racism is embedded in them, brother Nubian. It's. I mean, we all know that already. It's embedded in them. It's a problem that they cannot fix. They're the only ones who can fix it. It's not our job to fix racism. It's their job. Y'all motherfuckers created it. You can't get mad at us for reacting violently against you because of it. We're the most resilient people on the planet. Let me get some light. They have an inherent jealousy for us. Nobody tries. Nobody. No sane person sits out in the sun trying to get a tan, risking getting sunburn just so they get dark like us, just so they can look like us. Nobody gets plastic shots in their ass or their titties or their lips just to look like us, and then claiming that they hate us. Nobody styles their hair, get cornrows. Nobody grows dreadlocks. Nobody grows an afro, alters their hair into an afro, or cuts their hair into a high top fade, or get box braids, and then claim that they hate us. No sane person does that. White people have a sick inherent jealousy and bias towards us. They they hate being, a lot of them hate being white. Good night, Penny Spark. Good night, sis. Hey, but we definitely need to link up because I know you live in the DMV. So Penny, we definitely need to get in contact with each other and start raising hell. Cause I'm tired of sitting on my ass. Real talk. It's an issue that they cannot fix. That's funny. So it gets to the point where you can't do the job. You've never been able to do the job. You've always been taking the law into your own hands and abusing us and and we're still considered second class citizens. We're being regulated to fifth class citizen status based on the way that we're still being treated. So, white police, y'all ain't qualified to police us. You're not. It gets to the point where you cannot do the job. With decades, all the movement we had against this shit, all the riots, and y'all still abusing us. Y'all still killing black folks. I'm not here begging for your acceptance. I'm not here begging for your acceptance. I'm not here trying to get you to like me. Fuck y'all. I don't give a fuck about nobody feeling type of shit. Potato chip. These are these are organic. These are organic uh, tortilla chips. They're organic multi-grain tortilla chips with rice in them. My mom got these from Wegmans. You know, because I'm a vegan now. So I've been craving tortilla chips like crazy the past few months. I've been craving tortillas, period. Not just tortilla chips, but tortillas. So yeah, like white people, you had centuries to get your shit together. Of course, we don't expect you to get your shit together. Those of you who claim you want help, like Malcolm X said, stick to the sidelines. You're not gonna be our spokesperson. You're not gonna be you're not gonna lead our movements. None of that. And if you ain't got the balls or you ain't got the guts to go check your relatives for being racist, then stop talking to me. Stop talking to me. Go check your relatives. Go check your coworkers. Go check your bosses for being racist. And stop talking to me. Unbelievable. You can't fix that shit. They can't fix that. So yeah, based on the results of all this police brutality and racism, these motherfuckers ain't qualified to police us, man. We've been in denial for a long time about this too. That they've not qualified. They never been. Given their history, they've never been qualified to police us or govern us. They didn't create this system based on equality and moral morality and love. They built this on hate, oppression, violence, uh, and piracy. You know what I mean? It's fucking devils, man. Yeah, you can make your own Chipotle. You can make your own Chipotle at home. I'll definitely be making my own Chipotle food uh, one day. Yes, just stay off the cheese and stay away from bread, especially mainly white bread. Stay away from white bread. I've been cutting back on that, and make sure that the bread you're eating is not bleached. I stopped eating that too. Navy bean soup. That's what's up. Well, I might get out of here. Go binge watch some more live streams, and y'all stay up, man. Stay black. Embrace your natural hair. Go plant based. Embrace marijuana, and don't let all this shit stress y'all out, man. Don't let all this shit get to y'all or discourage y'all. We're gonna be liberated, man. We're gonna be liberated. Don't let none of this. Don't let all this. Don't let these. Don't let these evil motherfuckers. Don't let these. Don't let these crackers uh, discourage y'all and make y'all think that we ain't nothing. And oh, we'll kill all of y'all. They ain't gonna do shit. Motherfuckers are not children. They're not children of the Most High. We will wipe them motherfuckers off the face of the earth. You know what I mean? So don't let this shit. Most High is gonna take care of them. Mother Nature's gonna take care of them. So uh stay up, man. Uh Salute. One.